Hi, my name's Tom Pandolfi, and here at Sharp 5 we've developed some interesting manipulatives that you can play with on the internet. If you want to go there and look at them, you can look at them at www.colab.com/learn. Okay, an interesting one was I was playing with the idea of the planets and how big they are and how fast they move, and so I built this little demonstration. And what I show here is these are the orbits of the planets, and I've got a scale factor here for this, so I can zoom in on them if I want to. So there is Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, and their sizes, the size of the disks are proportional. But I had to magnify the size of them to see them. So if we bring the magnification down to a more realistic number, like down here at 1, well, even 20, you can barely see them. I mean, if you were looking at the solar system from above at a large enough distance to see the orbit of Mars like that, you would not see the planets. They would maybe be sparkles like tiny stars. Now, if I turn the sun on, you can see there's the little sun, and the Earth is 1/100th of the size of the sun, so that's why it's pretty invisible. Now, if I bring them back the way they were before, I magnify everybody, you can see that the sun overtakes everything when it's magnified. So that's why I have this little switch here to turn the sun off. Okay, now you may also know that you notice that things are moving, and this is controlling the speed. It's just an arbitrary speed. It's proportional, though, to the right planet. So what you're seeing here is the planets are moving along, and Mars, it's got a longer orbit, so it's going slower, and the Earth is going faster, and Mercury is going around pretty fast. But this isn't the whole solar system. This is just a small part of it. So if we bring the magnification down some more, you can see if we bring it down enough to see the next guy after Mars, here's an orbit. I wonder who that is. And we can see, whoa, look at that planet. So Jupiter is quite large compared to these guys on the inside. And there's another orbit coming up, okay, Saturn. Again, very large compared to, the size of Jupiter is, you can't compare this size to the orbits because I've got the magnification turned up. But what it does is it illustrates the relative size of the planets to each other. So if I keep zooming out, I can see Uranus, I can see Neptune and Pluto. So this is the whole set. This is much more interesting to me than when I looked at it in school and I saw the model where all the planets were about the size of a baseball and the sun was about the size of a baseball. So this really impressed upon me the difference in sizes, that the planets are quite different in size. Between Mars and Jupiter, it's 1/100th probably the size. Anyway, this is a little graphic you can go and play with.